Hey guys, welcome back to Perfect Dark Combat Simulator. It's time to play some more fun multiplayer settings files. I've got this Fortress one saved here. It's Capture the Case in the Perfect Dark Arena, the Fortress. I gotta turn off fast movement though. Normally I have it on when I'm playing on my N64, but I'm playing on an emulator and I already move a little bit too fast. But the thing here is it's me solo versus 3 different teams of Perfect and Hard Sims. So let's do it. Alright, let's go. I actually started to play and the simulants weren't behaving like I wanted them to, so I added a simulant on my team. He's a hard sim, just to kind of keep up with the other ones. But I did that because you have to tell your teammate to save your briefcase. I also love to set up the laptop gun right here as a defensive measure, and also tell him to save the case. And that order is going to make the enemy simulants mimic it. So they're probably going to have one guy go after the cases and one guy protect it. And what I love about this stage, this is one of Perfect Dark's best levels. But you will see the AI has trouble navigating it sometimes. But I love how symmetrical it is, and I love how there are 4 bases. The only thing is, you can't go by the color code of the base. Like, see, I am the red team in the red side of this, but that's not always the case. And obviously, green, there is no green team in this game. This is the blue one, and the theme, nobody's here. The blue team is Carrington Institute base. See, there's Joanna, and there's also Jonathan in his Carrington Institute outfit. The yellow team is Elvis and a Mayan soldier. Do I dare? Yes, I dare. She was dizzy. Somebody must have punched her, because for a perfect sim, that was pretty bad of her. Actually, I can kind of tell without fast movement. And, oh yeah, there's the magenta team. It's the Skedar. It's Mr. Blonde and Trent Easton. So that's the themes. And my teammate is just a regular Datadyne trooper. Because I did want to just go solo against these guys, but I like setting up themes. So it's just teams of 2 versus each other in this really awesome symmetrical stage. Again, Perfect Dark levels are not as well designed as GoldenEye multiplayer maps, but this one in particular, oh, Elvis is here. Again, we've got Cloaking enabled, and I don't have to rely on the secondary feature Cloaking of the RCP-120 I have here, because I could just use the device and not waste ammo. But again, this is an easy way to kind of cheese these perfect sims who would otherwise obliterate you, no problem. There we go, got our capture. Again, kills score, so it's not all... I'm losing. Yeah, Magenta, the Skedar team, is winning right now. That happens with these settings. You gotta keep up, because they score points, because they're constantly killing each other, and every now and then capturing a case. So even if you're flawlessly moving, their score counter is going up. You're done, Mr. Blonde. But see, this is what I'm used to. That wasn't happening at first when it was me without a teammate. I'm used to them having somebody camping on their briefcase, so then you could just sneak up on them like that. And maybe it is a little too easy, but it's fun, and that's the whole point of playing these things, isn't it? See Joanna running down there. Oh, Trent Easton, you're going down. Again, the cloaking device just buys you so much time, almost to a point that it is a little ridiculous. Refresh the laptop gun. If you cap out the ammo of the RCP-120, the laptop gun has 870 bullets in reserve, which is more than it can hold, because it caps out at 800. I don't know if that actually has an effect on how long it fires as a sentry gun, but I like to think that it does. Somebody's in here. Mr. Blonde, you've got the case. Not anymore. Yeah, well, somebody got me. That elevator has so many guns on it right now, too. What's going on here? Our case is safe. I don't know if somebody captured it. I haven't been paying attention to the messages on the bottom there. Oh, he took the cloaking device. But see, that's what I love, too. I specifically, this is a custom item layout again. It's all the automatic weapons that share the same ammo type. So I almost have full ammo immediately to start. There's a cloaking device and a shield. And I set them in a way that their positions in every single one of these 4 symmetrical sides is identical. The RCP-120 is at the top here. And at the bottom is the laptop gun and the Callisto, so you can immediately pick it up, deploy the laptop gun, and protect your briefcase. And then the CMP-150, that's here too, isn't it? Or am I thinking... No, it's just the Mauler, never mind. You could put the CMP-150 instead of the Callisto, but Alright, we're catching up to Magenta. We're still losing, though, in second. Come on, cloaking device. Again, this is just for ammo conservation. I can use the RCP 120 cloak like I'm doing right now, because we got all this ammo. All the ammo boxes in this stage, because of the layout, are the same. So it's a good way to keep your ammo up. But the thing is, this big open area where they always come out, sometimes what you can do, you can jump down. Unlike GoldenEye, you can jump from the second floor. Gotcha, Jonathan. But yeah, you can jump from the second floor to the first floor, which you couldn't do that in GoldenEye. But the AI doesn't always get it right. Sometimes they try to, and they fall right into a pit. So that's why sometimes you'll pause the game, and you'll see a simulant team has a negative score. This is a HardSim. Once again, the cloaking device is just... so many times right now, I would be dead. Because you've seen in the Combat Simulator challenges that they have near flawless, inhuman reaction time. And yeah, this being out here uncloaked is almost surefire death. Oh man, Elvis is destroying people. I got the blue case. How do I want to go about this? Gotcha with your big noggin. I don't know, it's just fun. Obviously, I would have been dead long before I could pull off that shot, but sometimes it's fun to just take in the character art, I guess, and then kill them. Boom, another capture down. So obviously, oh, we're tied up at 22. This one only goes to 30. Yeah, unlike 45 in the previous settings file that I played. But yeah, look at it, I've got so much cloaking because everybody's dropping it. This is just a fun way to play because you just have, like I said, so much ammo at all times. Just like, as soon as you spawn in, you can grab something good and be on your way. And I just like the symmetry of this place. And the concept of 4 teams competing against each other. And it's one of the few stages where, you are guaranteed in Capture the Case that the briefcase will always be in this type of room on one of the 4 sides. Not every other stage, even the GoldenEye levels. Like, let's just say you want to play Capture the Case in the GoldenEye facility. You would think, okay, a really good base would be the bathrooms, right? But not every loadout will your base be in the bathrooms. In fact, even if you have 2 teams... Gotcha. Yeah, even if you play one team versus another team, it's possible that neither team is going to have a base in the bathrooms. So, that's one setting I wish you could, like, dictate where you want your base to be. I love these guys, the Mayan soldiers. They're so cool. But yeah, I wish you could dictate that as just an extra option. But that's what makes this level so cool too, is it's guaranteed. There we go. Should we do it again? Since it was pretty quick. It was close though, see what I mean? I didn't really mess up, but Magenta was on a roll. PerfectSim 3, I don't know, that might be the Mr. Blonde sim. I forget. But once again, you pretty much outclass them in kills and death count. Especially, like I said, they suicide a lot in that stage because they don't know what they're doing. But let's do it again. It was fun and it's short. And then we'll call it a video, I suppose. These are the 2 settings files that I played the most. The one that previous to this video, the King of the Hill and the Complex, and then this. I used to also play the stage using the Far Sight, and I would just camp and just pick everybody off in the safety of this little room. That's fun too, but it's bad for your distance statistic if you're trying to rank up. So tell them to save the case again. Sometimes it's easy if you're just constantly replaying it over and over again. You forget to issue the simulant command at the start because you're just so used to already being underway and assuming that you have given the order. But yeah, this weapon layout is a little bit... I guess it's all my favorite weapons. Minus the CMP 150, which is also one of my favorites. That also shares the same ammo type as all these guns. Get you, Elvis, with your giant noggin. It's fun every time. Alright. Somebody has my briefcase. They're gonna capture it. The blue team. I'm waiting for the message. I don't know if it's Joanna or Jonathan, but they cloaked. They're not on the radar anymore. They captured our briefcase. PerfectSim won. That's Joanna. Wait, see, this is just such a cool thing. I love how you can look down at this little crisscrossing pathway and stuff. You can even jump down there, like this, which is so cool. Again, this is one of Perfect Dark's better stages. Otherwise, just play the GoldenEye maps. But I don't know, Area 52 is not bad. The grid is pretty good, too. It's just some stages cater better to certain modes than other ones. And I would say King of the Hill and Capture the Case are the most fun modes of this game. And this is definitely a great capture map. But kind of like I was saying last time, too. Boom. Back again, huh? Mr. Blonde was there, wasn't he? Yes, he is. You guys aren't on top this time. I don't even think they are in second or first. Oh, should I get him? Yeah, oh yeah, hold on. Again, AI predictability. You know exactly how their path works. Oh, jeez. Except, every now and then they can still get you. Where the heck was Elvis that whole time? I realized he was cloaked, but... yeah, well. But yeah, if you play enough times on the same levels... there he is. It looks... I don't know. I just like looking at the characters moving around and doing stuff. That's why I always liked to play two-player, because then you could see what your character looks like. Because in a first-person game, you can't see yourself. And isn't that why you design a custom character in the first place? So that you look cool? I don't know. I remember that used to annoy my dad so much. I would be messing with the settings, like this case, how it looks like it's the Skedar and Joanna and Elvis and stuff. My dad would just be like, get on with it already, just start it up! But I wanted to make sure the characters all looked themed appropriately and stuff. And it would just take like 10 minutes to set it all up, and my dad would just get impatient and not want to play anymore. Which I understand. Oh, somebody shot me. That counts as a suicide, though, even though they shot me off. That's another cool kind of concept, though, that they could maybe develop better if they did remake this game from the ground up. Wow, the blue team is winning. That's Joanna and Jonathan. I gotta mess with the blue team. Alright. But see, obviously the simulants are kind of stupid. They stand directly on the briefcase, and they only kind of spin around when an enemy is coming. Like that. Whereas a human player would probably strafe back and forth and just make sure all openings are accounted for. But they just react at the last possible second and usually die, depending on their difficulty. I don't know, it makes me wonder what this game would be like with, say, 8 human players and no frame drop. I guess that's what the Xbox is, right? Online multiplayer on Xbox. I've never played that, I don't know. But to me, it just seems like it would be really frantic and everybody would be dying left and right. Because that is one thing, you die fast in this game. I almost wouldn't mind if they did remake it, if they made your health last a little bit longer. Not like GoldenEye long, because you unload like a whole magazine on somebody's head and they're still alive somehow in that game. Oh man, 2 points away. Yeah, if you do play this map with the Farsight and you just camp and target locate everybody, you just rack up points and there's no contest really. Especially if you have a simulant on your team that you order to protect you. I used to do that all the time. Again, that's a primary reason why my actual cartridge, my main Combat Simulator file, isn't rank 1 perfect yet. Gotcha, buddy. I like Jonathan a little bit. I used to sometimes change my character to him. Either that outfit or the one that you see in Area 51. Gotcha. Alright, they're definitely losing now. I stalled them. I broke their rhythm, so now's my chance to win. And get Mr. Blonde just for fun. Alright, refresh the laptop gun. Just cause it seems like it's been a while. It's probably out of ammo. But what settings do you guys like to play this game? Or do you remember if you even play this game at all anymore? Probably not too many people do. I remember I used to struggle with trying to use the Magnum. 3 more points. Okay, we got a good lead now. Because I always liked the Magnum. But it's such a garbage weapon, there's no practical use for it. Did you see Joanna just kill herself too? Dive bombing right into the cliff, or the hole. Ah well, it's still fun. But yeah, it would have to be like, if you're gonna play with the Magnum, you can't have a shield. Because then the Magnum is completely useless, and you can't really have difficult simulants, because they fire it way faster than you can. So it makes it really unfair. There we go! Most frantic. How fitting. In both gameplay style and real life. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you around.